hey, chill. Don't look now, but the Cavs are right there in the East yet again. You might want to keep your prediction of them winning the finals. Just kidding. It's still Celtics season. Also, Ugo should have made it.
They've won 10 of their last 14 games,
Ugo.
including 4 straight. I'm on record saying this, and I know this sounds crazy, that Evan Mobley reminds me of the guy at work that clocks out at 5 o'clock. He don't clock out at 4:55. He don't clock out at 5:10. He clocks out at 5 o'clock on the dot. It's like when Evan Mobley
on the panel. That's you.
Yes,
no,
100%.
She'll clock out at
5:10.
She'll give you 10 minutes over.
Yes, I will. But Evan Mobley, it's like that clock. For Evan Mobley, it's like that clock is 18 or 19. Like once we get there, okay, I'm out. Whatever. When he gets to 18 or 19
doing this?
and 9, I'm good. That's it. Okay, you got what you needed from me. I'm straight. And Donovan Mitchell, for all intents purposes, I think I can't say enough about what he's been doing.
I had no idea y'all was coming here.
Yeah, I can't say enough about what he's been doing. The thing that I like about what Cleveland has been doing over this stretch is they've actually been playing some really good defense, and I really like that about them. I think that's a mark of a really good playoff team. I do think that they rely on Donovan a little bit too much. Y'all dudes know how I feel about dudes that had a ball in their hands a lot and that score a lot of points. That can be defended eventually, especially when you get in the playoffs. But I like their rotation. This kid, the kid Porter, he's a baller. I like that their offense has gotten better. I just like what I'm seeing with the Cavs right now, Ron. And I stayed with what I said. I said that they were going to win the NBA championship before the season started. And I know it doesn't look like it. I know it does not look like it right now. But I'm still riding with this team. And until they get bounced, I'm still riding with Cleveland. Yes, I am.
I know Donovan Mitchell's cold.
He's the best two guard in the game, Ron. I'm still standing.
That's all I know.
See, I was gonna stay out of it.
He's the best two guard in the game.
All I know.
I was gonna stay out of it. Chill said that shit.
Still, they don't seem a little bit soft to you. Like to me right now, you sound like the guy holding Enron stock. Just as Enron is going downhill, or like the guy holding Blockbuster stock when people are telling you like sell Blockbuster. Like you watch more Cavaliers probably up here than anybody. Like you don't see the toughness issue with this team. You don't see like the mental fragility with this team.
The toughness issue isn't as glaring as people say. My biggest problem with them is their handling of the basketball, how they turn the basketball over, and the dumb turnovers that they have. The kid Tomlin, one of their rotation guys, one of the better rotation guys in the game. He plays so fast, but he also turns the ball over. When you get into the playoffs, one of the things that's paramount is you got to take care of the basketball, because you're not going to get a lot of opportunities to score and get good and get good buckets. You're not going to get that. So this team, Porter, doesn't take care of the basketball as well as I would like for him to. This kid Tomlin doesn't take care of the basketball as well as I would like him to. Now, the fact that Darius, the fact that what's the lead guard's name? Garland. The fact that Garland has been out of the lineup, I think that has a lot to do with their ball handling issues. If he was in the lineup, I think a lot of that stuff would be supplemented. But the fact that he's not, more guys are now handling the basketball, which it could be to their detriment. But they're playing really well right now, and I like what I'm seeing from them. I do. I really like what I'm seeing from them. And by the way, Penn, before I go any further, this season, and I read a really interesting stat last night, because Mars and I have had this conversation. The Trailblazers, if you watch the Trailblazers, you will learn some really good stuff, because their commentators give you some really good nuggets. I swear they do. So I say the same thing. I say the same thing with Cleveland. Like, I know that this season, Cleveland, their starters have only played 27% of the time. That's 2/3 of the season they haven't been in the lineup, right? That's almost 2/3 of the season that they haven't been. Last year at this time, they were together 72% of the time. That's almost 3 out of every 4 games I got my starting lineup. So I think that we're looking at a group that really hasn't had an opportunity to gel yet. And maybe we're having that now, even though Darius Garland is out of the lineup.
And I think injuries expose like togetherness. They expose like team dynamics, depth. they can expose a lot. Like when you have to play without a center or play without a point guard.
Yeah,
Other
they
guys
do
have-
it for the Clippers.
Well, I mean, it might expose something you don't want to see. You know what I mean? Like that could be it too. I'm just saying, like, I don't think this team has shown me a lot of grit, toughness, resilience, or seriousness. That being said, it really doesn't matter what you did in November when it comes to April and May. It really didn't matter, right? The Indiana Pacers turned it around. There's the Boston Celtics.
Yes, it does matter. Yes, it does, Penn. You're
not really.
That off. Yes, it does. And the reason why it matters is because there's a difference between what you did. There's a difference between us having our game 7 in our building as opposed to having to get on a plane and having to go to Boston or having to go. And we did that in October. We did that in November. We did that in December. We built that up so we can have our home floor. We did that so we can have these games in our building where we play much better, where role players play much better. So what you do in the regular season 100% matters in April and June, in April and May. Yes, it does.
I would say of the last 24 years, only one NBA champion has had a lower than 500 road record, and that was the 2023 Denver Nuggets. It's the only one in the last 23 years. Most, and I didn't see the stat posted anywhere. Yep. And I was just like, let me go dig and let me just go find the road record for every single NBA champion for the last 24 years. Mm-hmm. And that was the only team. That was the only team. So if you're actually going to win an NBA championship, likely you already are a good road team. This shit don't matter. If you're predicting the Cavaliers to win a championship, it really doesn't matter if their first round matchup against Toronto or New York is in Madison Square Garden or if it's, in Cleveland. It really doesn't matter because they're probably not gonna let it get to 7 anyways.
Which, by the way, I don't want to do it.
The Cavs are 12-9 on the road this year.
Okay, so they three games over 500 on the
road. They're decent.
And with that being said, Penn, I think they're a game out the 3 spot. I think they're 2 games out the 2 spot, and all I got to do is win my home games and we win. I don't have to win a bunch of games on the road. All I got to do is win 1 or 2 games on the road, and they've proven that they can win on the road.
You will lose the tiebreaker against Toronto.
Yep. Who, by the way, and yes, Ron, I'm saying this. I don't want nothing to do with Toronto in the playoffs. I don't.
Yeah, they're
of the teams that I'm looking at in the East. To be honest with you, Penn, and of all the teams that I've seen in the East, the team that I'm looking at the most, I don't want nothing to do with Toronto. I don't.
The Cavs might not want it with Toronto, but Charlotte does.
Toronto is 16-9 on the road. 16-9 on the road. You know why? Because defense travels. That's why. The Raptors.
No, offense travels too.
The Raptors.
Charlotte's offense is going to travel up north and take care of y'all.
Teams all the time duck smoke, and stop acting like y'all don't, because yes, they do. Teams duck smoke all the time, and yes.
But I'm just telling you, Chill. The Raptors, the Celtics. Them 2 teams to beat the Cavs.
Yeah, I think that the Raptors for sure. I don't want nothing to do with them. Boston
definitely beating them.
No, I'm not.
With Tatum?
Yeah, with Tatum.
No,
yes.
Without Tatum.
And the new center that they about to get at the trade deadline.
What center are they getting at the trade deadline?
What center is that?
Not Davon Sharp.
Y'all just watch.
The Knicks beating. He's talking about Anthony Davis. They ain't. Shit, we already win them.
I actually wasn't. They just said that they're aggressively pursuing, but they do get AD.
The Knicks beating the Cavs too, though. Chill.
Yo, Joe Mazzulla about to turn Demontis.
I'm not concerned about the Knicks because the Knicks getting bounced in round 1. Because the Cavs are going to jump them. The Knicks are.
The Cavs gonna get bounced in round 1 though.
Yeah. Why the Cavs getting bounced in round 1?
Everything that Penn was just talking about, number 1 for me is clearly the toughness. Like you can out tough them and send their ass home. Love Mobley, but if Mobley, I don't know. I just feel like if Mobley feel like he ain't got that peel enough, he ain't got that rock enough, he gonna just do exactly what he's supposed to do and get up out of
the first round the past 2 years.
Huh?
They've gotten out of the first round the past 2 years.
This ain't the same year. Like obviously we not.
Donovan Mitchell's having a career year.
So you wouldn't pick them against the Raptors. You wouldn't. I'm assuming you wouldn't pick them against the Pistons, right?
To be honest with you, I don't.
You ain't about to disrespect.
Yeah, they're not beating
right here, right?
Okay. All
right.
Chill.
All right.
We already got
Evan Mobley is going to leave that series a broken man.
Okay.
Isaiah
How they gonna beat the Pistons and not the Raptors?
Isaiah Stewart and Jalen Duren are about to bend that dude in half, okay, and then throw him in the trunk.
Sure.
Like,
Sure,
he ain't even as good.
I can definitely appreciate
Thompson
I can definitely appreciate the
the
toughness. I can appreciate the toughness, but Evan Mobley is, for all intents and purposes, he can play soft, but he can play tough too. And
Right.
he can also be, and he can be really good on the offensive end. Knock down open shots. Not only knock down open shots, be really good around the rim. The question that needs to be answered is that physicality that Evan Mobley can show, can he consistently do it? That's the $1 million question. Can he consistently show that? I can't see the same Evan Mobley that I saw 2 years ago in the playoffs or 3 years ago in the playoffs when he played against the Knicks when he was soft. I'm not gonna. I doubt that I'm gonna see that same Evan Mobley. Now I can appreciate who the Detroit Pistons are in terms of their physicality, but you know for a fact that people think that you're soft. You already know for a fact that people think that you're not tough enough. You got to show it to them. You have to show it to him that you're not.
But chill, you know that there's certain players, and I'm sure you've seen it over like your years of watching basketball. There's certain players who do not respond well to being grabbed. There's certain guys who don't respond well to getting to getting you know an elbow.
Talking about physicality, sure.
Yeah, like if I'm grabbing you on a screen and I'm holding your arm a little bit, or I'm putting my shoulder into you a little bit, and the ref is letting me get away with it. Some guys, they get up for that. They get really, they get into the game more. It makes them, man. Will y'all just stop? Can you grow up?
I know what you're talking about.
Can two grown men have a conversation?
No. Penn, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Grow up, y'all.
Penn, what you're talking about is you're talking about guys. You're talking about guys who you're talking about guys who invite physicality. You're talking about guys who look for that. In fact, that's what gets them going.
Exactly.
Or getting their jersey grabbed.
You're not about to bump Michael Jordan off his spot and then get him out of the game and get him into his own head. No, you throw Michael Jordan onto the ground, and he's going to come back and dunk on your ass, and he's probably going to get madder. And Kobe, and I'm saying that historically, Dwayne Wade, Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal, like you watch Shaq every game. Did Shaq ever duck physicality? No.
He was the one who brought the fight to you, as a matter of fact.
Absolutely. But when dudes were hanging on him a little bit, did he start crying to the referees? Did he start
he wanted to play like that? That's how he wanted to play.
And that's my point. NBA champions. If I'm looking for like Dirk Nowitzki, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Nikola Jokic. These are very different players. Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant. These are very different players. A lot of players who won championships are very different players. If I could unify every single star, champion, whatever, that consistently wins, this one element of do you or do you not respond well to physicality is the single best indicator. So when I see a Division I kid, playing, high level competition, then he gets up against a bigger team and suddenly he doesn't want to drive anymore, that's where I'm like, you're not going to win.
And I think that we're in a space where I think that we're in a space right now with Evan Mobley, with Jared Allen, with this team where they have to prove that they can stand up to that level of physicality. They have to prove that they can stand up to it if you're going to be an NBA champion, because the other stuff I think is there. I think the offense is there. I think the pick and dive game is there. I think the pick and pop game is there. I think defensively in terms of rebounding, I think that's there. Rim protecting, I think that's there. It's the question of, are you still going to get pushed around? Because once you push back and now we have to play basketball, now you find out that the bully isn't really that tough, because what the bully is banking on, the bully is going to punch you in the face, Ron, and what he's banking on you cowering. He's banking on you cheesing up. He ain't banking on you punching him back. And now he recognizes that, oh shit, I got to fight this dude now. And I actually got to get in the ring and I got to throw punches with him instead of him just rolling over. With this Cavs team, with Evan Mobley, with Jared Allen, once you're able to stand up to the physicality, and now we have to actually play basketball where you can get in the lane and get your jump hook going, which Evan Mobley has been really good this season at his right-hand jump hook. Also, with his ability to catch and shoot. Same thing with Jared Allen, his ability around the rim to finish. Once we find out that now we got to play basketball, and Donovan Mitchell's pull-up game has been immaculate this year. He's been fantastic at that. I think that their rotation guys have been really good in causing turnovers and getting out in transition. This is all the basketball stuff that we have to do. Once we get to that, then I think you got a chance. The question is are you going to be able to push through the level of physicality that these teams are banking on you folding on?
It's the panel. Religion get built on cam. Where the check throw smoke and the host go ham. You ain't never seen hoops out here did raw. Every take got weight, every night we drop. Yeah, this that barbershop. Courtside, worldwide tone. Welcome to the only show that really feel like numbers jumping like the score.